I was driving and I guess it was just super windy. The thing was empty. It's a 7x16 cargo trailer and it's 7 feet high. So I don't know, it just kind of flipped over. And it's odd because it kind of lifted up from the back. The wind was coming from like this direction. So it literally lifted up like this and hit my tail light and my bumper. And as you can see, even though this is the driver's side, that is the tail light from the passenger side, which would have been over here driving. So it somehow flipped like that and then just fell back down right onto the ground. So there's only 2 spots of damage on the truck. This was shattered right here, but I since replaced it. And as you can see, there's just a little bit on the bumper right there, which isn't bad. I mean, I might be able to just pound that out from the back. The tiny little scuff here. But other than that, that's the only damage on the truck. So here is the damage. And I think I have a bit of a clip from that day, but I couldn't. Yeah, okay, so the trailer flipped off, I don't know, off the side of the road. Now, it hit the grass, so really only the front is messed up. And my light here. But actually, it's in working condition. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's in working condition. Anyway, I'm gonna scoop some of this gravel to weigh it down. And hopefully check the weather forecast, see if it's gonna get windier or what. But yeah, everything else is fine. I just bought this thing. Look how beautiful it is. I just bought this thing. 7x16 and flipped it over. Gosh. Yeah, sorry about the wind noise. Obviously it was ultra windy. So here I didn't flip quite here. I just managed to back up there because it flipped back onto its feet. It flipped over kind of and then fell back down, and then I just kind of backed up here to close to the railroad tracks so I can get the gravel. There's a little bit of damage right there, kind of along this side. That's damaged. The door doesn't quite close perfectly, as you can see here. It doesn't quite. On the inside, there is a little bit of bending, not of the kind of main frame there, but of the front portion there. There's a bit of framing there, metal framing. Don't quite know where it is, but there's a bit of damage, so that needs to be fixed. But really, it's just this front portion. Too bad. The crazy part is this was brand new. See, on this side, it's not bad. Like, just looking at it from here, it doesn't look too bad. So the sad part about this is I just bought it. I just bought it in Lethbridge, which is like a town 2 hours south of us. And I'm driving up, and Lethbridge is actually known for pretty heavy winds. And I even asked the guy, I'm like, it's kind of gusty out there. I'm like, maybe, like, do I need, like, stabilizers or maybe some weight in the trailer? And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. And well, as I was driving, this is what happened. So I guess it was just too light. Now, various people told me different things. A few people said, that could never happen. That could absolutely never happen. While other people said, no, I've known that to happen. If the trailer is too light and if it's super windy outside. And I suppose that's right. If like we're setting up a tent, sometimes we're using weights. And if there's a few thousand pounds on that tent, it's not going anywhere, even if it's pretty heavy winds. And same with the trailer, I suppose. If we have a 1,000 pounds of weight in there, the likelihood of that happening are hopefully less, and or less likely anyway. What I ended up doing is there's 2 roads back up to my town. One that's kind of the main road, and one that's a parallel road. And I took the parallel road. Also, I was by the railroad tracks. So I was able to just borrow some of the, I don't know if it's called gravel, it's almost too big to be gravel, but of the larger rocks around the railroad tracks. I just used my hands to scoop them right into the trailer. I was super lucky because this trailer fell right back onto its wheels, and I just drove off again. So the hitch did fall off, and I rehitched it. Everything seemed fine. I did the test, so it seemed to be working. I don't know why it fell off. I don't know if that's appropriate. Maybe that needs to be adjusted somehow. Someone did mention that. Yeah, I just scooped some gravel to add some weight, and then took the slower parallel secondary road up to town.